Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Arkansas Wrestling Unleashed. And before I get started, I want to say thank you to everybody that sent in a highlight clip to help me create that little opening. I will tweak it and work on it some more as I go along. There were some pretty blurry ones there, but I will change it up as I go. But we've got another hard hitting week of shows coming up. Also, some coming in the future. Now, this is probably the lowest amount of flyers I've had in a while, but that's primarily because it is the end of the year. It's almost Christmas time. It's almost New Year's. Not everybody's doing a whole lot, but that's okay. We are going to show off who he is. So, we're going to start off this Friday, December 19th in Osceola, MCW running as they always do every Friday night. Had several flyers pop up. This is the one I grabbed. Good old tag team title match there. CJ Money, DJ Cash against Jamie Lee and Galen Ray. Should be a good one there. Then we're going to roll on over to Rector, Wild Card Wrestling, Christmas Chaos. As always, they're going to try to do their best, put on a hell of a good show. I've participated a few times myself. Seems like a really good place. It is the wind's blowing really hard here, so y'all excuse me. It just sounded like a tree limb fell on my roof. Uh, All right, and then this Saturday, there's a couple of shows going on. We've got OCW, Merry Out of Control Christmas in Hoxie, Arkansas, every Saturday night. This is always should be a killer show. Then we're going to roll over to Paragold, Wrestling with Pride, Slay My Name, which I'll be honest with you is probably my favorite name of a show on this. I just get a kick out of that. That is great, good use of wordplay. But they will be at the Greene County Fairgrounds in Paragold, Arkansas. Then next weekend, Wild Card Wrestling, proving a point with former TNA star Chase Stevens. Oh, I almost geetered up his name there. Oh, I screwed up. Forgot my little chat thingy there. But yeah, they are back in Diaz for this show. Also that weekend, APW. Hey, Justin, I see that, man. I forgot to do my Warwolf fact, but there's still time left in the day. I'll get one in. That's a good one though, buddy. Uh anyway, APW will be back in Marianna at the Earl Frank Arena for the CEO, their memorial show to the man himself, CEO. If you are in the area, make sure you check it out. Now we're going to roll into 2026. Yeah. Yeah, it's almost the first of the year, damn it. Yeah, this is just blows my mind too. But in Wynne, Arkansas, 100 Wrestling presents the Alpha. And you see there, you got all that Alan Steele, Aaron Roberts, Gunnar Udy, man, Downtown Bruno, Danny Dollar, and all the others. Man, this is going to be a killer show. If you have the ability, go see it. Also down in Prescott, Arkansas, Haybarn Championship Wrestling presents New Year's Revolution. See, it looks like there's going to be a women's match there. That's not something you see a lot of in Arkansas, which really sucks to say. We need more women's wrestling. We're going to roll over January 31st. Crushing for Christ. Live professional wrestling. I am not sure that this is actually associated with any individual company because I see several people that work for several different places. But if you are in Bay, Arkansas on January 31st, hit them up. Hit them up. All right, now we're going to roll into these last two, both from the same company, but man, it's going to be some killer ones. February 14th, Valentine's Day. Wildcard Wrestling is bringing in Austin Aries. And I'm sure there's going to be a seminar as well. So, man, that one right there is going to be killer. If you are able to make it to Diaz on February 14th, you want to see Austin Aries in action, get over there. If you can't make that one, hit them up on February 28th, where they'll have Teal Piper, the daughter of Rowdy Roddy Piper, and Diamos. I'm going to screw that name up 1,000 times every time I show this damn flyer. But no, man. Yeah, if you can't make the other, make sure you make one of those. There's going to be some good ones there. But well, that's all the flyers I got. So I kind of flew through those. But before we get to there, we got our Wolf fact of the day. What the hell? Okay, and I don't know what you're talking about. I saw it. It happened. So but yeah. So like I said, and remember, if you are part of a show and you did not see your flyer pop up, you know why? It's because nobody sent it to me, or I didn't see it on Facebook. So make sure you send me your flyers so that way I can get them on here. Put them over, man. I ain't saying I got a huge reach or nothing like that, but it's free advertisement, man. What's up, James? But yeah, it's free advertisement. So make sure you send me your flyers, so that way I can get them on here. Cause all I want to do is I want to help. I want Arkansas wrestling to grow, man. I want to help out all I can, But that being said, we are going to move on to today's guest. Now, I've been around this young man for quite some time. He is a very charismatic person. He is I'm talking about personality out the wazoo. Fred, shut up. But man, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my guest at this time, the revived one, Austin Bolo. What's up, man?
What's up, man? Thanks for having me tonight.
Oh, dude, ain't no problem at all. Hey, hold on just a second. Robbie, damn it. I skipped you on purpose because you smell funny. But but no,
We
man, I
look,
appreciate you being on here, dude. Anything I can do to help put people over the best I can, man.
I appreciate that, man. It's just good to catch up. I know we hadn't seen each other in a while. So
Yeah, we just run in different areas, running different. We've been going just all sorts of different places and stuff. We hadn't been held down nowhere for long. So,
and I
what
just want
about
to
you?
apologize. Just want to apologize going ahead for the show. Battling a serious sinus headache right now. So if I sound stuffy, I apologize.
We'll just blame it on the microphone. Uh, oh Lord. So,
Who was
man,
that?
oh, that was clown. But man, all right. So one thing I usually like to start, and this question is not about your actual wrestling career, but in just wrestling in general. What got you into wrestling to begin with?
Man, I mean, this is just the basic answer from everybody. I mean, I grew up watching it. I mean, I started at the towards the end of the Attitude Era. I remember the first match I watched was Jeff Hardy versus Snitsky on Monday Night Raw.
Wow,
Um,
that's a hell of a match to start with.
yeah, I know it was really good. It was for the IC title, and I think Jeff won that match. I think that was on the Snitsky's on the way out of the company.
Yeah.
But I mean, man, my grandfather was a wrestler. He went by the Great Bolo. He wrestled around uh, Malden. He ran promotions up there. He trained and helped Mark Manley, Missouri Renegade, Forrest Putman out. And I mean, that's another piece of what got me into it. And then, I mean, I'm a big Edge head, so I had to kind of like model myself after Edge.
Well, what actually? How did you actually get into the wrestling business itself?
So there was a show in Cooter, Missouri back in, I think, either 17 or 18. Uh, Mark was running it, and then my mother went up there and said, "Hey, go talk to Mark and see if you can start training." I went and talked to Mark. He said, "Your granddad helped me out. I'm gonna do the same thing for you." Man, I paid my dues, man. I showed up, helped set the ring up, take it down, watch anything they needed done at the show, like set up lights, run music, you know, what everybody should be doing and still be doing, regardless of their tenure in the business.
Most definitely. Not cooler.
It's a real place, guys.
Yeah. So your first actual match. What was your first match?
It was a year later in Cooter. Crazy enough, they trained me for about a year. They taught me the basics and everything, and this is where I debuted my Reaper character, but it was not very dark and Reaperish. I miss you too, Fred. But it was just a black leather jacket, gray wrestling tights, and some black boots. That's all it was.
Hey,
But
we all start somewhere, man.
I didn't have the iconic face paint that I wear, and didn't have the creepy custom music, you know. But when I debuted, it was like I was in the back behind the curtains for the first time, and there's some music playing. I'm sorry. Anyways,
I can't hear it.
anyways, I was behind the curtain, and I'm pretty sure everybody can agree with me that your first match, you feel like you want to throw your guts up. I look back, I said, I don't know if I'm ready for this. And they're like, oh, too late. We're running your music. Gotta go. And then, like, just the crazy pop I got for my debut match, it just like, oh my God, this is everything that I've ever wanted. You know, all the hard work has paid off. And fun fact, you can't bleed in Missouri. And I literally cut my lip right before I went out. And I had to literally just sit there and hold my lip in the whole match. So I didn't, this other commissioner didn't see me bleed.
And that's a shoot.
Yep, that's real.
So you know, I understand the nerves and everything like that, but what else were you feeling in that day going into that match?
Excitement, nervousness. Fun fact, I actually got to wrestle the guy that trained me. Yeah,
Really?
that was it was pretty cool. Like it was just, you know, it was a quick squash. Like I went out there and within 3 minutes it was over. And like I got back to the back and my heart was just pounding out of my chest. I didn't know what to feel. I'm like, did that really just happen?
Oh, I get it, man. I get it, man. My first match ended in a DQ because the guy I was working got jumped.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, it happens.
man, so outside of that, you know, what would you say has probably been your best experience overall in wrestling?
Man, meeting all these new people, getting knowledge. I mean, I met you at Hoxie and you have filled my brain with knowledge. I mean, I've been grateful to everybody that's, you know, stuck their arm out for me, stuck their neck out for me, and been like, hey, you know, book this guy, give him a chance, you know. And I mean, meeting the fans, you know, making kids happy, making them smile. Like, I don't know if you remember, but we had a Halloween show in Hoxie, and it was my first time bringing the Reaper there. And a kid, like 2 or 3 kids dressed up as the Reaper and had, it was like Barry Wade Matthews or something, because we had that Barry casket match.
Oh yeah. I remember that now.
One of my favorite one of my top 10 matches, by the way.
Well, okay. And going in that route, what would you say has been your favorite match that you've done so far?
Ooh, there's a lot of them that are tied. How about I give you a top 3?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. My first, I would say my first best match that I had was me and Ray Ivy.
I didn't say best. I said favorite.
Oh, favorite. My bad.
Yeah.
Top 3 favorite matches was definitely the Reaper versus Ray Ivy in a dog collar match.
Okay.
Golly. Me and Jackson Palace I think it was last year in July. We had a 2 out of 3 falls match. And man, mine and Bobby Rush's match at Sabotage, I feel like we went all out, and the build up for that match was just amazing.
Well, who do you feel like has been your best opponent that you've worked with?
Man, there's just so many great guys that I've worked with, and I.
Well, talking to you is like talking to Bruce. You can't hammer shit down.
I know. I'm sorry.
It's like talking to Fred. Well, my favorite, it's one of these 5.
Man, I can't put a name on it, but there's people from different companies like Serpent and 187. They've been very beneficial to my career, and I've got to work with both of them. Austin Mulitalo, I actually got to work him in his first match at Missouri. And we
Really?
still have, yeah, I got to work him at his first match, and it was actually at Cooter, crazy enough. And it was just a great experience. Me and Austin, really good friends, and I'm proud of what he's doing these days.
I do
Very,
too.
very successful for the small amount of time he's been in the business. Ray Ivy, you and Bruce. I mean, I could give you a long list, but there are just so many people that I've had fun working. But if I had to narrow it down to one person, and it was just because of this specific storyline and the build up for this storyline, was obviously mine and Bobby Rush's match. Because I mean, we had the double turn that I did that one night where I joined him from the sink and then I backstabbed Bobby the same night. We had the part where I was handcuffed to the ropes and Bobby Rush kneed Brenda in the back of the head. And then we had the amazing match at Sabotage. I think it was Sabotage, but I think that was probably my favorite person working with.
Saying this, I'm gonna put this right here. I see that,
Yep.
and that is one of the things that I've always really enjoyed putting across is don't call your own match a banger. Let
Yeah.
other people call it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that has always been one of my biggest pet peeves. Oh man, this is gonna be a banger. Well, no,
Yeah.
let it happen and let other people tell you that it is. Then you know
Ab-
it is. Although it's Michael, so I don't know.
Hey, we love Kip. We love Kip.
So, tell me, okay. So when it comes to this, this Reaper and then revived Austin Bolo, what's the thought process going into creating these personas for you?
Okay, so I started my career as the Reaper, and I told you when I first started, I didn't have the face paint. I didn't have an idea how to run a dark gimmick, and I mean, we both say it, we both preach it. Don't do a dark gimmick unless you can be original and you can make it believable. And so it actually took me about 3.5 years to get the Reaper character perfect. I wouldn't say perfect, but where he needed to be to become perfect. I dabbled and I tagged up with Hunter Burleson, and we formed a tag team called DOD. And then he was like, "Man, let's try putting like eyeliner on or something. Let's be a little creepy, like let's start adding the dark." Because Harry and David even said, "He's like, y'all got to make yourselves believable. Y'all walking out there like y'all are right now. I don't believe it a darn thing that y'all are doing." He said, "You need to switch your music. It's just not working." So we did that. So there was the eyeliner Reaper for about 3 to 4 weeks. And I was like, "Man, this ain't working. We need to do something else." So I got with my sister, very talented, her, Rachel, very talented. I sent her a couple of pictures I found on Google and just scrolling through. And I said, "Hey, can you make me an original face paint design?" She said, let me practice on myself and let me get it. So she did it. And then lo and behold, the Reaper face paint was born. It started off with a black nose and I looked like a dog. So we got rid of the black. So we got rid of the black nose and now I look like a member from Kiss. But the laugh, I don't know how I did the laugh. I don't even remember where it came from. I think Hunter laughed one time and I just did the same thing and boom, there was the laugh. The first few times that I did it, like I'm talking about, my throat was sore. Like it takes a lot out to get that pitch and that longevity of doing it. So after about 3.5 years, the Reaper was born. Yeah, I mean, so the Revive character, that one's a little interesting. Like that one kind of developed over time, like just like the Reaper did. So I was at RWE. Cool thing about pro wrestling, you can be a superhero. That is completely true. Like no matter if you're. Yep.
And if you're good, you know how to ride that line back and forth.
You're exactly right. And that's kind of where I'm getting at with this character flop. So it started with like they're like I was like, can I try a face run? Because I'm out of all like I've done some face reaper work up at this point, but I'm like 4.5, 5 years in, and I'm like, when can I do a face run? Like let me take the paint off, let me be me, let me be original to the people. So it started out I still use the jeans here and there when I do like street fights or anything, but my black jeans with the cut stuff all down the leg, and I put a black singlet on, put some wrist tape on, and I was just Austin Bolo for the longest time. Went through some groups, changes, and everything. And then I found this pretty white leather jacket on Amazon. I bought it. I was like, I was sitting there. I was like, oh, this is good. It makes me feel revived. And I was like, that's it right there. Even cooler thing about pro wrestling is your time, your bump shot. That's true. I'm not going to speak on that, but it's true.
Shitty leg drops. Shitty leg drops.
Or a 300 plus pound body splash after you make Mexican. I'm not going to say names, but.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Anyway, so I really didn't develop the Revive character like I did until I came to OCW. I did the white leather jacket for a while, and I was like, oh, yeah, this is what I like. This is, it's cool. I can ride this for a little bit. And then I remember something somebody told me, and it's I think Bruce actually told me this. He was like, invest in your gimmick. He said, you've invested in this Reaper gimmick. You've got it where it needs to be. Now invest in this. Like, you look like just another dude that comes out of the curtain every night. Be original. And I said, you're right.
And that's the best advice anybody can give you, even if it is a somewhat carbon. Like, I'm not saying you, but in general,
yeah.
Even if it is somewhat a carbon copy of another gimmick, you've got to find a way to tweak it to make it your own, so that way you stand out. Because if you don't stand out, you might as well be stepping out.
Absolutely. I think it was at Gold Rush 3 or 4 whenever I faced Troy Twain. I really invested. Hold on. The basic body drop you took during the dog collar match stuff. You mean where I took a scorpion? Where I literally scorpioned over the door? Yeah, it still haunts me too, and I still feel it to this day. Well, I'll have to send you that clip so you can watch it sometime.
I've seen it. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Anyway, so I got to the jackets that we see today. I was like, I feel like the white, the gold, it makes me really stand up, because you see white, but you don't see a lot of white and gold around here. And I was like, maybe this will be my way to stand out. I got the bracers that you could tie up on your wrist. So I had to stop buying wrist tape. One of the best decisions I ever made. Saved me so much money.
I could never get those damn gauntlet things to sit right.
Oh, that's why that's why I was thankful for Brenda tying them for me. But I kind of really came into it, and I was like, okay, the white and gold, I've been doing it for a year. And then I started throwing the red, the blue, and I'm working on other colors right now. But I said it's good to have a variety, because if you go out there for a year and a half wearing white and gold, people will be like, does this guy have any other gear? Does this stink?
That's why we found what we found. We got like 7 different colors of the same damn pants. So
yeah.
So you've been doing this a few years now. Let's do this in a 2-part thing, like like I normally do. Let's talk about like WWE, AEW, Ring of Honor, the bigger companies.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay, that was my computer. Who has been who would you say has been your biggest influences from that level?
So I definitely mentioned it earlier. I'm a big Edge head. Adam Copeland, Edge, whatever company he's in. I just loved his character work. I loved his charisma. When they really labeled him as the rated R superstar, and he did like the Money in the Bank stuff and the Lita stuff, I'm like, this guy is like, he's cool. He's cool. He got the long hair. He's got the crazy look in the corner when he does his spear, and that's what made me fall in love with the spear. So I use it to this day. Jeff Hardy. I mean, everybody loves Jeff Hardy. Orton. like '09 Orton, the heel work he did as the Legend Killer, really great stuff. I I don't watch AEW regularly, but like I like MJF, Swerve, Hangman Adam Page. Um,
Well, I just
man,
meant I just said that just in general,
oh
like who
yeah,
who has influenced who you
Edge,
are as a wrestler?
definitely Edge.
What about more on a local level? Who's been the bigger
Man,
influences on your career?
man, oh God,
Oh,
there's several people.
gotta shoot.
Oh, there's several people that I can thank. Uh, I know Harry and Serpent, Serpent and 187, 187. I mean, whenever I left Missouri because I was still super green, uh, I got booked over there, and they kind of helped me because it was a weekly show instead of a monthly show. They definitely helped me get that ring time, and kind of shaped me into somebody. Uh, you and Bruce, uh, Mark Manley, Forrest Putman, Naughty by Nature Rude, really great guy. Love Rude. Man, I could just go on, but I'm not going to stay here and run my mouth.
Oh, this is your time, man. That's what this is all about, dude.
Yeah, I mean, and there's guys that are like, in here with me too, like guys that I'm coming up with, like Wade, Kristen Cross, Hunter Burleson, Molitalo, which Molitalo's ascended way past where I'm at. So
That dude has excelled so much.
yeah,
Man.
just people that I've got to work with in the locker rooms. I've worked with great people in Missouri, Tennessee. John Biscuit, really great guy. I don't know if you got to meet him yet.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Biscuit's a
been a
good
long time,
dude.
but yeah.
Sarge is a great guy too.
Hello, Sarge.
uh, but I mean, there's a list full of people that I'm. But hey, we love Fred. Fred is one of the biggest Austin Bolo fans. I love Fred.
Fred loves wrestling in general. It ain't got nothing to do with you.
Hey, do we? Oh, another person that I'd like to shout out, Slam, Jared Whitmire.
Yeah.
Great guy. Gave me a lot of advice the past few years. I'm very thankful for him as well.
Dude,
Do we still have that picture of Fred where he photoshopped Fred on like a bodybuilder's body?
I don't have it on this computer, but
I was
yeah,
gonna say,
that was greatness. That was greatness. So we've talked about favorite matches, favorite opponents, and stuff like that. Uh, and I mean this in a feasible fashion, something that could actually happen. What would you say would be your dream match?
man, I've worked, I've worked a handful of matches. Is this like on any level, like indie scene or feasible? You said feasible, right?
Yeah, something that you feel like you could actually make happen in some form of fashion.
Man, I've talked to this guy a couple of times outside the OCW locker room. Uh, I really want to work with K Toomer. I want to work with Will Stevens.
Will Blackwell?
Blackwell, yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
meant.
yeah.
And then I mean, there's just so many people, and I'm kind of taking some time off right now. I'm just doing monthly shows right now.
Yeah.
But definitely next year, definitely probably after January, I'm gonna probably start getting my weekly shows back in and start traveling more. I've got a baby gonna be here in about a week and a half, so I've got to start settling back, taking a step back, and I'm not done with wrestling.
Understandable.
I'm not
Family
done with
first.
wrestling, and I just missed out on so much time with Avery, whenever he was born. So I definitely want
Yeah.
to take that step back and welcome my daughter in the world and be with
Family
her.
first. Family first.
Yeah.
Wade popped this up. I ran across the Reaper Slayers edit. I made a Bolo's blood on a chair during our feud the other day.
Oh
Thought I
my
killed
goodness,
him with that blade that night.
dude, that gig that Wade Matthews made was probably the sharpest gig that I have ever felt. And I still have a picture in my phone. The old OCW mat that was kind of like plastic almost
Yeah.
that you could mop. There was literally, I'm not even exaggerating, probably that big of a puddle of my blood, and I was just laying in it.
Fun fact is I've never made a gig. I've never used one on myself. Uh, I've always hard weighed, so I couldn't even tell you on that stuff.
That was the sharpest gig I've ever felt.
Man, you have to get Hunter out of
Out of time,
his hidey hole and bring him
man.
back.
I know, man. I would love to tag with Hunter again. We had so much. Me and Hunter, me and Cody, and me and Wade even tagged for a little bit.
Speak of the devil, the guy that we've been pumping up big time.
My God,
Austin, dude.
welcome in, man, and
Man.
thank you. I love you too.
Dude,
I
we've
still
been
have your-
pumping you up big time. You are hella good, man. I'd love to get you on here sometime.
I still have your dog's tennis ball at my house, by the way. Molotalo. I think it's under my Christmas tree right now. I think the cat's been playing with it.
Oh Lord.
I think it was mangoes.
Oh, good Lord. All right, so like some people do, some people don't. I gotta ask you if you got one. What's your favorite road story?
Road story. Oh,
'Cause there
man.
could be some wild ones. There could be some good ones.
Let me see. I had some good ones. I think it was the time that I went up to, oh my God, it was a place up past Van Buren. It wasn't the Van Buren show I did. Oh my goodness, which one was that?
Talking about Fort Smith?
No. No, it was, I don't remember what it was called, but we went up there and man, it just felt like the longest drive ever. And when I got up there, the ring, I don't even think the ring was set up yet. It's after driving 3+ hours.
I've been
3+ hours. We all had to hustle together and get that ring up. I can't remember what the name of that show was.
I went to
And
one. I went to one show one time that the ring didn't even show up till like an hour after bell time.
Oh Lord.
We're not going to go there though, because that was not a great experience.
Man, I've traveled with Hunter. I've traveled with Prestigious P. I've traveled with Mark. I mean, I've traveled with a couple of guys, but I definitely want to get on the road more because I mean, I've done Missouri, done Arkansas, which I want to do some more in Arkansas. I think MACW was on my list. I was actually supposed to be in the Rock and Ricky Rumble, but I wasn't able to make it because they had called me into work. So I was pretty sad that I didn't get to work that. But Craig's go ahead.
Go ahead.
Craig's a really cool dude. He messaged me and he said, "No worries, I understand life happens sometimes." And he said, "We'll look at you and get you some future dates." So thank you, Craig. I want to shout out Craig Stone real quick for being very understanding.
He's actually the one who booked me my first match. So MACW when they were in Jonesboro.
Yeah.
But no, and I'll tell you, like I've told everybody, anybody that watches this or whatever, I have a list of all Arkansas-based shows and who you can contact to work them. So if you want, man, I can send you that list. Just like anybody watching this, if you want the list, holler at me. I'll send it to you.
But back to, I know this is a run back to earlier, but
it's fine. This show is like ADHD on crack.
So me and Molotalo still got to run it back one more time, by the way.
And if he's still watching, he may just popped in for a second.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Great dude. Great dude.
Yeah, he is. So, the big topic of recent has been retirement.
Yeah.
Cena's retirement, and I've seen several indie guys that have left their boots in the ring and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Say if your retirement match was coming up, who would you want to work with for your last match? And I mean official retirement, not just wrestling retirement. I mean just like because you never actually retire from
wrestling. Yeah.
So
so my final match, man, either Molotalo, Hunter, Cody Cole, or Bobby Rush.
Can't ever pick one person, can you?
I'm sorry.
You just can't do it.
It's hard. I've had such.
I call that Fred James syndrome.
It's just hard when you have so many connections with so many people on the same.
Well, let everybody know, where they can find you at, where, like social media wise, how they can follow you and whatnot.
Currently, I'm just on Facebook right now. I'm Austin Bolo. You can follow me. You can add me. I share all my flyers, all my promos. If you're looking for me at shows right now, I'm just at American Hostile Championship Wrestling. We're going to be in Crothersville, Missouri, January 10th, and I'll send you that flyer. Excuse me.
Well, and I typically on this, I just primarily do Arkansas shows.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, if I see it, I'll definitely share it. But
Absolutely.
yeah, and that's what this is about. This is about Arkansas wrestling. I know you've been last few years. That's been a big part of what you've done is Arkansas wrestling. But
Absolutely.
before we get ready to wrap this up, there's a lot of younger guys coming up these days.
Yeah.
A lot of guys starting out. If somebody came to you was wanting to get started in the wrestling, what advice would you give them?
Man, I've been in the business for 8 years now, and I mean, I feel like that's a good little tenure in the business. I would tell them to always be themselves. Don't get walked over in a locker room, because there are some locker rooms that you'll go out there and you will get walked over on, especially as a young guy. I said, always listen, do what you're told, and stay true to yourself. And when I mean say do what you're told, like if the booker comes up to you and says, I need our heavyweight champion to squash you in 10 seconds, just say yes, sir, and go do it. Because your time is coming. Your time is coming. You just got to put in the hard work, man. Stay true to you. Stay true to you would be my number one piece of advice. Stay true to yourself.
I like that. I'll have to add that in because, like, the main two that I always tell them is you got to have a thick skin and be patient.
Yeah.
Be patient.
Just be you. Like you can be Draven Morrow out in the ring. You can be the Reaper out in the ring. But when you're in the back and you're interacting with these fans, stay true to yourself. Just be you.
Most definitely.
Don't lose yourself coming up in the business.
Exactly. I really like that. And that's the thing is if you can find something that is more true to yourself and all, you're gonna connect with it more. And if you believe in what you're doing, the fans are gonna believe in what you're doing.
Absolutely.
Because if you don't believe in what you're doing, they're not gonna give two shits about you.
You're exactly right, man. Invest in your gimmick. That's my other piece of advice. Invest in your gimmick.
And that doesn't even mean you have to spend a shit ton of money. It means you have to find what fits that character.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
Because we can both agree we're dancers. I feel like we're just paid actors and dancers.
Well, Austin, I'm gonna cut you off here. I feel like because we had a shorter flyer time, we're still making good time on it. But don't go nowhere. Just hang tight till I get off of there.
Thank you guys for having me tonight.
Appreciate you being on here, dude. Seriously.
Stay truly revived, everybody.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate y'all tuning in. If you just tuning in now, make sure you go back and watch it. Go see the flyers that we post up. Yeah, there's not as many as there normally is, but again, it's the holidays. It's not going to be. I mean, I'm not wrestling on Christmas. Forget that. I'm sleeping in and probably drinking some whiskey. But no, not really. But again, I appreciate y'all. Make sure you subscribe to all of this bullshit. Make sure you share this stuff. Share the YouTube links. Help us get out there so that way we can get some more viewership. We can get more Arkansas shows out there because that is the goal of this. We want Arkansas to become a hub for people that want to wrestle in Arkansas. If you want to wrestle in Arkansas, hit me up. I have a list of different shows and who to contact with to get booked on it. So just hit me up. That list is free of charge. I ain't charging nothing. Maybe it's free 99, baby. But thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a good